Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. Parliament's Education Committee directs the government to publish the report on Tribhuvan University land. Committee recommends to assign CIA and CIB for further probe. Government fails to protect migrant workers from being swindled. Over 3,000 filed complaints in just 4 months. Russia develops its own cancer vaccine to be distributed to terminally ill Russians. Vaccines to be launched in early 2025. And Sudur Pashchim cruises into the final of Nepal Premier League, defeating Janakpur by 8 wickets. Karnali secures its spot in the next qualifier, defeating Chitwan Rhinos in the eliminator. The government has committed it will ensure the encroached and misappropriated lands of Tribhuvan University will be recovered after the probe committee formed to investigate the university's properties submitted its report. The committee has directed the government to assign the responsibility of further investigation to corruption watchdog CIA and CIB. Meanwhile, the Education Committee of the Parliament has directed the government to publish the report. The Ministry of Education has expressed commitment of implementing the probe report that took 6 months to furnish. The report has concluded the university's lands have been mishandled by office bearers themselves. The committee has, however, suggested for the formation of another commission to further the probe, saying the time period given to it was inadequate and that there was a lack of needed support.
त्रिभुवन विश्वविद्यालय आफैले कार्यान्वयन गर्ने कुरा, मन्त्रालयले गर्नुपर्ने सहजीकरण र कार्यान्वयनको कुरा र प्रधानमन्त्रीको तहबाट गर्नुपर्ने कार्यान्वयनका काममा हामी सबै मिलेर काम गरौँ भन्ने उहाँको प्रतिबद्धता हो। र दोस्रो कुरा, अपर्याप्त भएका र अझै पुष्टि गर्न बाँकी कुराहरूलाई पुष्टाइ गर्ने गरी थप आवश्यक पर्छ भने हामी फेरि अध्ययन गरेर अगाडि बढौँ भन्ने हो।
The committee has concluded that over 1,000 ropani of Tribhuvan University land out of 5,050 within the valley has been misappropriated. Today's meeting of the Education, Health and Information Technology Committee has directed the government to release the report.
Tribhuvan विश्वविद्यालयको त्यो प्रतिवेदन सार्वजनिक हुन्छ, त्यो प्रतिवेदन सार्वजनिक पूर्व हामीले निर्देशित गरेको हुनाले समितिबाट निर्णय भइगएको हुनाले त्यो त्योभन्दा पूर्व समितिले जानकारी पाउनु पर्छ। त्यसपछि सार्वजनिक के अपुग छ भने पनि समितिले के कुराको अपुग छ हामीले अध्ययन गर्छौं र त्यसपछि सार्वजनिक गर्न मन्त्रालय अगाडि बढ्यो। 13
सालको बजेट अनुसारको साँच्चै हो भनेदेखि चाहिँ कीर्तिपुर परिसर भित्रै हाम्रो अनुमान चाहिँ 1000 रोपनी जति मिसिङ भएको छ भनौं न, अझै पनि त्यति खोज्नु पर्ने देखिन्छ।
The probe committee also concluded that during the land acquisitions done in Nepalese years 2013 and 32, 1,000 ropani of land has been missing.
जग्गा जमिनको सन्दर्भमा कसैले स्वीकृत नलिकन गरेका, कहीं चाहिँ स्वीकृति लिएर पनि समय अनुसारको सम्झौता अनुसारको नगरेका कुराहरू थप अध्ययन गर्नुपर्ने त्यसका विषयका कुराहरू चाहिँ सीबीआईले गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। अघि सरले भने जस्तै अख्तियार दुरुपयोग अनुसन्धान आयोग र सीबीआईलाई।
At present, the university's land have been used by police stations, private schools, fuel stations and religious institutions against laws. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked you what's your take on the Ministry of Land Management not receiving correspondence from the Office of the Attorney General. 43% voted for option A, a ploy to avoid implementation, 35% for B, fostering lies, and 22% for C, some miscommunication in between. Here's today's question. What should be done to book the guilty behind the misappropriation of Tribhuvan University lands? Your options are A, implement the probe committee report, B, carry out additional investigation, and C, political willpower is needed. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Now, around 2,000 youths leave Nepal on a daily basis for foreign employment due to lack of opportunities back home. Many have been a victim of fraud. One of such individuals are Salyan's Rajendra Bahadur Basnet, who was swindled by a manpower agency.
समस्या छ अनि फेरिमा त्यहाँ गएर मलाई त्यस्तै तनाव भयो हैन तनाव भइसकेपछि भनेको जस्तो स्यालेरी पाइन अनि ड्युटी त्यति लङ टाइम ड्युटी गराइदिने अनि सुत्न पनि राम्रोसित नपाउने भएर म अलि बिमारी पनि भएँ हैन अनि डाक्टरमा गएर चेक गराउँदाखेरि मलाई डिप्रेसनमा गएको छ सरी अनि केयर गर आफुलाई अनि घर जा भनेर गरे अनि त्यति भन्दा नि मैले धेरै कोसिस गरेँ भने मैले हैन भनिसकेपछि मलाई नेपाली सिकाइदिए भन्दा मलाई चाहिँ कसैले सुनाए भएन त्यही भएर मैले आफूबाट चाहिँ आफै टिकट काटेर म निस्केको नेपाल
Saptari's Biseswar Shah has been making rounds of the Department of Foreign Employment, demanding for justice, saying his son had been swindled as well.
छोराले त यहाँबाट जुन ड्युटी भनेर लगेको थियो त्यहाँ 12 घण्टा ड्युटी गराइरहेछ छुट्टी पनि 30 को 30 ड्युटी एक दिन पनि दिदैन यताउति घरबाट पैसा यहाँबाट हामी लगभग 40,000 पठाइसकेछु छोरालाई खाना
The department has received 3,290 complaints in 4 months of the ongoing fiscal year. 1,361 of them have been addressed. The department has been able to provide compensations worth 150 million rupees. Last year, it had issued 741,000 labour permits, 2% of whom have filed complaints of not being given the employment conditions promised. Most of these complaints are from migrant workers in Gulf nations. Nepalese who have gone for foreign employment by themselves have also been swindled. Under the leadership of Ministry of Labour, Employment and Social Security, the International Migrants' Day will be celebrated throughout the week this week. This year's International Migrants' Day is being celebrated in Nepal with a theme that highlights on the importance of information and skill for secure migration. International Migrants' Day is celebrated around the world to commemorate the day when United Nations adopted the Convention of the Protection of Rights of Migrant Workers and members of their families on 18th of December 1990. The Ministry of Labour, Employment and Social Security released a report of the study task force formed for the health examination of workers leaving for foreign employment. The report submitted by the task force to the Minister on 26th of November was released by the Ministry today. In the report, the task force has given suggestions to make the health examination process reliable and accessible and to digitalize the health services. Likewise, the task force has also suggested to maintain uniformity in the health examination fee according to criteria of those who leave for employment and to make the payment process online. The task force has also highlighted the need to provide occupational health and safety to the workers who are going to work abroad. Now, in our Public Voice segment, today we've asked in several provinces what factors should migrant workers put into consideration before applying for foreign employment. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
वैदेशिक यात्रामा गइरहेको व्यक्तिले त्यो आफूले गएको कम्पनी कस्तो खालको छ अनि के रे त्यो सरकारी मान्यता प्राप्त छ कि छैन भनेर त्यसको कुरामा राम्रोसँग जानकारी हुनुपर्छ
सिप चाहिँ हामीले सिक्नु पर्छ
कुन काम हो के हो कस्तो सबै बुझेर राम्रोसँग किनकि यहाँबाट लिएर जान्छ एउटा काम भन्छ एउटा काममा लगाइन्छ धेरै त्यसै कारणले गर्दाखेरि जनताले धेरै दुःख पाएको छन्
कस्तो ठाउँ छ राम्रो मेन पाउन हुनु पर्यो राम्रो तलब हुनु पर्यो
वैध रूपले त्यहाँ रोजगारमा रहन सक्छु कि सक्दैन त्यो सम्बन्धी चाहिने जति पनि डकुमेन्टहरु छन् ती डकुमेन्टहरु जम्मै आफूसँग साथमा लिएर
त्यो देशको भाषा आउँछ कि आउँदैन त्यो कुरामा ध्यान दिएर मात्र सबै कुरा बुझेर मात्र वैदेशिक यात्रामा वैदेशिक रोजगारमा जानु होला भन्न चाहन्छु
कुन देश जाने कसरी जाने कसको सहायता जाने आफू को हुँ भन्ने विषय वस्तुमा नितान्त रूपमा जानकारी हुनुपर्छ
आफूले सबै सिपहरु सिकेर गयो भने हामीलाई सजिलो हुन्छ कुन देशमा जाने हो त्यो देशको भाषा सिक्नु पर्यो
रोजगारीमा जाँदाखेरि त्यहाँको हामीले चाहिँ सुरक्षित कति रहन्छौं हामी त्यो पहिले चाहिँ त्यसको कानुनी व्यवस्था के छ भन्ने बुझ्ने
त्यो देशको भाषा रहनसहन का विषयमा र काम आफू कुन काममा जाँदै छु भन्ने कुरो चाहिँ अग्रिम रूपमा आफूलाई जानकारी हुनुपर्छ
के कामका जाँदै छु को मार्फत जाँदै छु भन्ने कुरालाई जाने व्यक्ति अत्यन्तै सचेत हुनु पर्दछ
Welcome back. It's time now for international update. Russia has claimed to have developed a vaccine for the deadly cancer disease. Andrei Kamperin, director of the Radiological Medicals Research Center of the Russian Ministry of Health, confirmed that the cancer vaccine has been developed. However, the name of vaccine has not been determined by the research center. Russia's discovery is considered the biggest discovery of the century, which the government plans to make public in early 2025. Russia's health ministry has said that the developed vaccine against cancer will be rolled out to Russian patients for free. The vaccines has been using, in fact, genetic material called RNA from a patient's own tumor, same way traditional vaccines use part of the virus to prevent disease. These use harmless proteins from the surface of cancer cells known as antigens. Other countries have also been working to develop their own personalized cancer vaccines. The vaccine is the first based on mRNA technology. Now, 2024 was a year of shifting alliances in global politics, intense elections, and significant power struggles as nations navigated challenges both within their borders and on the global front. As the year approaches a conclusion, we look back at the moments that defined the year. Here's a look into the month of January in our special segment, The World 2024. Cities around the world welcome 2024 New Year with dazzling firework and light displays. But for Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, the war between Hamas and Israel continued throughout 2024. Just a day after the New Year's Day, senior Hamas official Saleh al-Aruri was killed in a drone strike in Beirut. Displaced Palestinians in Rafah in southern Gaza queued for hours and still do for a plateful of beans. On New Year, more than 230 people died in a magnitude 7.6 earthquake in Japan. It was the deadliest in 8 years, which also left 44,000 homes fully or partially destroyed, while 40,000 had no running water. A day later, Japan Airlines plane miraculously escaped from a fire following a collision with a Coast Guard aircraft at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. All 379 passengers were safely rescued, but 5 of the 6 crew members were killed in the incident. Now, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump on January 23rd cruised to victory in New Hampshire's Republican presidential contest. On 24th of January, a Russian military transport plane crashed in Russia's Belgorod region near the Ukrainian border. Moscow accused Kiev of downing the plane and killing 74 people on board, including 65 captured Ukrainian soldiers en route to be swapped for Russian prisoners of wars. Ukraine did not confirm or deny whether it shot down the plane and has challenged Moscow's account of who was on board and what happened. On January 26th, the World Court ordered Israel to take action to prevent acts of genocide as it waged war against Hamas militants in the Gaza Strip. But it stopped short of calling for an immediate ceasefire. 3 U.S. soldiers were killed in a drone attack on a U.S. base in Jordan on 28th of January. Towards the end of January of 2024, farmers across Europe staged protests against high costs, low pay, environmental regulations and competitions from outside the trading bloc, particularly Ukraine. The French government on the 31st of January sent armored vehicles to protect a wholesale food market in Paris in a sign of escalating tensions as farmers blocked highways in France and Belgium and protests spread elsewhere in Europe.
Sports news.
Sudur Pashchim has cruised into the final of the first edition of Nepal Premier League NPL, defeating Janakpur Bulls in the first qualifier by 8 wickets. Sudur had chased a target of 140 runs in 18.3 overs. Janakpur, who had a terrible beginning, posted a decent target with the score of 45 runs by Jimmy Nisham. Openers Lahiru Milantha was dismissed in 12 runs and Asif Sheikh was dismissed in 11. Captain ID took 3 wickets for Sudur Pashchim, while Saif Zeb took 2 wickets and Ishan Pandey claimed 1. Binod Bhandari scored a half-century. Sudur's opener Saif Zeb gave a good start to the team with 32 runs in 21 balls. Binod contributed 58 runs and ID 20. Despite today's loss, Janakpur still has a chance to enter into the final with a do-or-die clash against Karnali tomorrow in the second qualifier. Karnali Yaks secured its spot in the next qualifier of the ongoing Nepal Premier League NPL by defeating Chitwan Rhinos in the eliminator by 21 runs. Karnali posted a total of 175 runs, losing 6 of its wickets. Janakpur invited them to bat first after winning the toss. Opener Jai Kishan and Jisan Maksud played a second wicket partnership of 29 runs. Jai Kishan scored a half-century in 36 balls and was later dismissed in 53 runs by Ravi Bopara. Sohail Tanvir took 2 wickets for Chitwan, while Kushal Malla, Ravi Bopara and Sharad Veswakar took 1 wicket each. Chitwan went all out with just 154 runs. Its batsmen were kept under pressure by Karnali's bowlers. Ravi Bopara scored a half-century in 32 balls. However, he was unable to lead the team to a victory. Bopara is now the highest scorer with 286 runs, while Lumbini's Rohit Podal stands second with 279. Oman's Jishan Maksud took 3 wickets for Karnali, while Sompal Kami, Nandan Yadav took 2 wickets each. Chitwan bagged a prize of 1.5 million Nepali rupees. Karnali is now set to clash with Janakpur for a place in the final. Moving on, Nepal's under-19 team has emerged victorious in the one-day series against Hong Kong by the huge margin of 226 runs. Nepal won the series with 1 game to spare. With this win, Nepal has 2-0 lead in the series. Nepal won the first match by 3 wickets. They chose to bat first after winning the toss and posted a total of 297 runs, losing 9 wickets in 50 overs. Hong Kong was all out, only managing to score 71 runs in 29.4 overs. The last of the series match will be played tomorrow. New Road team NRT defeated Manang Marsangdi by 3-0 in the ENFA Under-18 Youth League. NRT registered a comfortable win in the first game held today in Anfa Complex Sadabatu. Ishan Shah gave the lead to NRT, scoring the first goal in 41st minute of the game. Later in the 53rd minute, Ankit Thapa scored the second goal, doubling NRT's lead. Likewise, Santosh Gongba scored the third goal in 76th minute. The second game was won by Tribhuvan Army Club, defeating Jawlakhel Youth Club by 1-0. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.